I'm going to call Herschel Gordon Lewis. We're 5 minutes before starting production, and I think I need to talk to the mentor. Let's see if I can get him.
It's about a guy who really did exist, didn't do the carnage, Herschel Gordon Lewis. The exploitation films of the 60s and early 70s. It's kind of an homage to that.
But we're doing lunch now. We have a little bit of surprise for you.
I don't like the spots on that thing.
Well, you'll like what's underneath it.
Oh! You know my weakness.
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh.
This is Ray Sager told me every day they ate KFC on Herschel's set.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
There's salads and other stuff if you want anything else.
Who needs anything else?
I had no idea he could act at all, but then I had no idea I could act at all, so it makes two of us.
I stand there. I'm told to stand at this spot. That's easy. It's marked for me. I'm reading words that somebody else has written. Lee doesn't lose his temper. There's something wrong with him. He compliments the people around him.
Good camera work, Nick. Yeah.
Not just the actors, but the people on the crew.
Nice, clear, loud.
He made it feel like we were just as important as anyone else. It was kind of fun. I liked it.
Through some magical means,
Action, dude.
he has people who know what their job is supposed to be, and they do it.
I don't want anybody taking my gig. It's a small gig, but it's mine, all right? Fucking guys, just, you know what I'm saying?
The amount of confusion is almost zero.
This is the most bizarre moment of my life.
And you ought to see that compared with some of the sets I have walked onto and squirmed out of. So he has my admiration and respect. I had thought I would spend my life as a school teacher. What happens is that something goads you in a direction that you hadn't planned to go. And you go in that direction. If you're lucky. If you're smart and unlucky, you switch gears and go somewhere else. But I was lucky. And my luck seemed to have held over all these years.
Day 1, scene 32, boardroom. So far this morning, we've had a blocking. It was a very successful blocking. We're waiting for lighting and camera to finish with their setup. Set deck and props are working away.
There's a lot to do. I got to wire the actors. We got to see what the setup's going to be, decide how to get the best sound.
We're about to begin. We're all very excited. So far, so good. The only real challenge is to maintain our smiles and our good attitude and make a really good picture.
That was the first completed scene of the shoot. David Hess, Peter Dillon, and Jeff Lawson were just terrific in the movie. It's different for me because I've always held the camera, so the first time I'm sitting and not participating with the camera work. So I don't know. I don't know what to feel yet. It's fun. It's a great scene. I kind of feel like a lot of my job's done because the actors are that good.
This is scene 20. We're in the screening room at Farmsworth Studios where they're watching the rushes of Abel's first day of shooting with an actual corpse. Producer Phil Farmsworth Jr. is entranced, and his investor Ozzy Kohlberg thinks that this could actually be a moneymaker. So they don't realize that he's shooting with actual corpses. He's found his inspiration in this scene.
From day one, this is exactly the kind of film I wanted to make.
So I guess that brings the people in with the super real special effects in the film.
You didn't know it was a documentary?
Scene 20, shot 7, take 2.
That reminds me.
Nice. Anytime.
Just wanted to talk to you about something, but I'll find you. It's a small building. I'm sure I can find you without too much trouble.
Cuts! I think that's a wrap for scene 20. Thanks, everybody.
We go way back. We've worked together a lot. Good chemistry. Well, David kind of put a suggestion in for me to play the studio executive, and that's really great.
I got one for you. Can you cross your eyes?
I try not to.
Can you cross one eye at a time?
But I usually dot my eyes. You know, I kind of grew up with those kind of bad genre films, and they're fun. And I just thought it would be a nice homage to Herschel and that particular era. So I said, yeah, man, I'm available.